How are you doing, Kindred Souls? Hope you're all doing incredible and awesome, even in this limited freedom, as everyone is getting stuck in their home, cannot go out, since there is a distancing time implemented by the government again. Just enjoy the ride. Thank you for visiting my channel again, and please do not forget to drop your likes, shares, and hit the subscribe button. Of course, just for those who are new, do not repeat the click or I'll punish you. Remember our tagline, always be happy, joyful, and gratitude. Like me tonight, dancing while singing. This is a modified dancing. Bending down while kicking my leg. I'll teach you next time. Tonight I'm going to create a motivational yet funny video for you. Before I start, as a token of my appreciation, I'm going to sing a song for you. The title is Can't You Stop the Rain by Pebo Bryson. This is not easy singing while dancing. This dancing is hot dancing, bending and kicking. Allow me to warm up first. Hope my singing tonight is similar to the original. If not, just enjoy the ride and never complain. Twice warm up means difficult. Here's another morning without you. Here's another day. Will I get through it without breaking down? Haven't seen the sun since you've been gone. Like my heart, I lost it when you left me, and it can't be found. How can I go on? Baby, I've been living on memories of you and me. All the love we made, all those tender nights and those endless days, they're all here inside. Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears from falling. I can face another day. Baby, can you stop? Can you stop the rain? Everywhere I go, I feel you there, following my footsteps like a shadow of my broken heart. Sometimes it's a pair of passing eyes, or it's just the way someone's talking, and there you are. Am I all alone? Don't you ever wake up and reach for me where I used to be? Is there any chance I just Baby, can you stop the rain from falling? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears from falling. I can face another day, baby. Can't you stop? Can't you stop the rain? If you were here for only one night, baby, I'd know you would remember. 'Cause loving you once wasn't enough. I know we can make it together, together. Baby, stop the rain. Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. Only you can stop these tears of mine from falling. I can face another day. Baby, can't you stop? Can't you? Can't you stop the rain? Can't you? Can't you stop the rain? How can I live without you, baby? How could I let you go? Fantastic singing. Try to praise myself is important. The topic of tonight is staying optimistic. How many of you are staying optimistic in this COVID time? I don't think anyone will say yes. Only no, 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 since you are all pessimistic. One of the biggest challenges people face today is staying optimistic, right or not? If not right, get out, or I drag you out before you leave. You are living in times of big challenges and are bombarded daily with bad news, information, stories that affect you and impact your hope for the future of mankind. You can get caught up in the wave of negativity of the media showcase. It brings you an unconscious feeling of discomfort when you just try to please yourself and stay optimistic by telling yourself, at least I am still given breath today. How lucky I am, right or not? Practice this. If you practice this, even though your world is upside down, you still can stay optimistic and love like me. I'm guiding you not to be pessimistic. If you disagree, let me take your breath away and want to see whether you still can alive and can walk or dance like me. Sometimes it is hard to be happy and optimistic when you think about what's going on in this world. It is harder when the people around you constantly complain about those things that are happening. People lose their beloved ones, get separated from their lovers, factories and business being closed down, people get fired from their jobs, have no freedom to move since there is restriction everywhere. Right or not? Who disagree? Please come forward. Tell me, how free are you now? I'll give you a reward to go to the zoo, watching the animal. They are free roaming in the zoo. It is due to the fact that mankind are being given a life lesson not to confine the animals. Since now the animals are free and then human beings are confined in their houses. Right or not? Your karma of not taking care and be fair with the animals and other living beings. This doesn't mean that you have to join hands with the pessimists. In fact, it means it is more important than ever to look on the bright side as much as possible. That luckily you are still alive today and still can eat and gather with your family. Raise your hand or stand up. Who cannot eat today? Even you are coughing, it doesn't mean that you get COVID or corona. Maybe it is just seasonal coughing. So just take everything for granted. Do not bombard your mind with pessimism. Just stay optimistic that it is normal if someone is coughing. Do not look at them with your weird eyes or treat them like prisoners or strangers. It is very impolite. Imagine, before this corona, everyone can cough during the seasonal flu time. It is okay. Choosing to be optimistic offers surprising benefits. A study from University of Pittsburgh concluded that women who had an optimistic outlook had a 30% lower risk of heart disease. So, if you don't want to have heart attack, stay optimistic. And then let the pessimist at bay. Just train yourself to dance and sing like me. A University of Michigan linked optimism to a lower risk of stroke. That is why if you do not want to get stroke, always stay optimistic. Remind yourself not to stay pessimist. You have to see everything from the bright side. Tell yourself that everything is going to be okay. Even the storm is going to pass. Who said no? Get out. You do not belong to my class. Optimism is a choice. If you think you are a natural born pessimist and there is no way you can turn your mindset around, think again. That it is just your wrong perception, your mindset, something wrong with it. Then you have to change your mindset to stay optimistic always. If you want to become more optimistic despite the negativity surrounding you, then you can take measures to think positively and spread that optimistic outlook to those around you. Since optimism or happiness is contagious, it is like virus too. Rather than be afraid of the virus, better you spread optimism, since it can influence other people to stay in optimistic mood. That is why every time I am channeling my message, I used to dance and sing to spread optimism and happiness. Change your mindset. You have choices in your life. You can spend the day cleaning or spend the day reading. You can go out to the dinner or cook at home. You can have coffee with that long lost friend, or you can blow them off. Just shut the door. And then you stay moody inside your room, knows nothing what to do. And finally, you can decide to be positive, or you can just go on living like you are, moody and have no patience, or do not know what to do. It is your decision. Being an optimistic person in a negative world begins with the decision to be positive and choosing to live that life every single day with optimism. How learn to be optimistic can improve your life. First, avoid negativity. You might refer to negative and pessimistic as winners, even toxic. But however you think of them, pessimists suck the positive energy out of everyone around the circle. These people think the world revolves around them, and they often lack any sense of empathy or sympathy for others. It is important to establish healthy boundaries with people who chronically choose to stay stuck in their own misery and self-vindictiveness, since how hard you try to assist, it won't work if the willingness to improve not come from their people awareness. So you have to be careful if you want to grow better, to stay away from the pessimist person. If you are setting your goal or doing your manifestation work, since if you mingle with this kind of pessimist person, you also will be influenced, since their energy is contagious, like the virus spreading is contagious. Better choose to be alone first and then meditate and start your own goal and mission. Trying to help those self-vindictiveness people, like say things to a friend, I notice every time I offer you an idea about how you could make your situation better, you insist nothing will work. I'm not sure I'm able to help you. Now I'm gone with the wind. It is not my duty to make you come to your awareness anymore. Bye-bye. Sayonara. You have your own job to do your own inner work. It is not my duty. I remind you and then you stay stuck and then keep being victim of your own self. So you want to be your own prisoner. I cannot do anything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It may also mean distancing yourself a bit from a relative who insists on not supporting your plan or constantly blaming you for something that you didn't do or pushing you to the edge of negativity, or friends who sharing their latest predictions about the end of the world due to this pandemic. And then keep distance for a while, not forever, since you need to have a optimistic view. Limit or be selective with your media information consumption as well. Watching too much tragic, gory image or traumatic dead patient stories on the news or consuming too much political news on social media can decrease your ability to maintain a glass half full or positive outlook. Ask yourself, is it safe to be pessimistic? Recognize negative thinking. It is okay to acknowledge that bad things might happen. After all, ignoring reality is not helpful. In fact, being realistic could be the key to doing your best. If you are excessively positive about an upcoming job interview, you might not spend any time preparing because you are confident you will pass with flying colors and get the job at hand right here, like me, right here in my hand. The minute the interviewer see you, he might say, this is the right candidate for the post. Hola, gotcha! Let's celebrate your successful due to your optimism. It is not the interviewer decision. It is your decision that impact on his choice. At the time he sees you, he recognizes, since you are amidst the vibrant, confident energy. And then he said to himself, this is the right candidate. Right here, I want to hire you. That is why being optimistic brings lots of benefit for you, not for me. If, however, you have an exaggeratedly negative outlook, you might sabotage your chances of getting hired, thinking no one will ever hire me, will cause you to look and feel defeated like a wounded chicken after a fight. Have you ever seen chicken fighting or cock fighting? The defeated one get bloody and moody like you when you feel pessimistic, and then you won't get hired after the interview, and then you feel like a wounded chicken, defeated, loss of energy and drop dead. So if you do not want to be like wounded cock or wounded chicken, start your day always be with optimist view. Even insecure when you walk into the interview room, your lack of confidence is the main reason you do not get hired. You deserve the worst. Get you. You get your prize. Your pessimistic prize. A healthy and optimistic outlook would be to remind yourself always that all you can do is your best, and you will be okay regardless of the outcome. As long as you have done your best, let the divine do the rest. Agree or not? If not, I will drag you out. Or I'll let you to start your elementary school again. Then I'll be your teacher. I'll be the killer one. Pinch your ears if you cannot answer my question. Being optimistic helps you believe that brighter opportunities are on the horizon, and there are so many ways to roam. If one way fails, then try the other way round. By having this mindset, you are able to put in the effort to get hold onto those opportunities. When you are thinking negatively, take a moment to assess how realistic your thoughts truly are. The battle has not yet started. Do not let the army of alliance defeat you. You know, your mind is the army of alliance, the army of the enemy that always trigger your defeat, always trigger your downfall. If you do not want to be defeated, stay optimistic and train your mindset to change it into positive direction. So every time you can defeat the army of the alliance of your mindset, and then you go get your goal. You can pass with flying colors, rainbow colors, red, yellow, purple, pink, and blue. Reaffirming your exaggeratedly negative thoughts into more realistic statements can help you maintain a healthy dose of optimism. Then reduce the emotional impact of negative events. There are lots of terrible things happening right now around you, from a pandemic to isolation, segregation, separation, to mass unemployment, chaos, disaster, etc. And while there is no way to ignore those tragedies, nor should you, it is possible to slightly decrease the extent to which those calamities erode your mental capabilities. You cannot avoid natural disaster, but you can try to decrease and minimize your thought being overwhelmed by the negative news. Typically, when you think about experiences that make you angry or pessimistic, you view the scene from a first-person perspective. You are not on the other direction, watching yourself from a distance. You are immersed and imagining the scene just as you saw it at first time. If you are replaying that time your boss made horrible and insensitive comments, you often replay it in your mind as though you are right back in that situation, while actually it already happened in the past. Watching the boss say those horrible, nasty words and that it makes you sad, upset, and frustrated again. The best way to replay it is looking not as from first hand but from second or third degree. But when you instead replay those negative experiences from a self-distance, third-person perspective, the video camera in the corner or the fly on the wall perspective, it has a big impact on your mental state. So remember, do not put yourself as the first degree person experiences it, but replay it as if you are the third or second person experience from the distance. This is optimistic way of doing things, not to bring you direct impact. The impact is slightest. In one study, researchers asked people to remember they were infuriated by a conflict with a romantic partner or a close friend. Some people put themselves right in the moment with the first person view, but other people employed self-distancing and remembered the conflict as though they are from distance or they are the third degree person, like an out-of-body experience in which they could see themselves interacting with the romantic partner or friend. Those who exercise self-distancing, they imagine the situation from the perspective of a Great Wall barrier, felt much less intense emotional and physical reactions, and their blood pressure rose less and returned to its normal rate more quickly. I'm not saying that you should not be outraged by injustice, getting laid off, a pandemic gripping entire industry. But if you are continuously replaying horrible events in your mind, you are much more likely to feel even pessimistic or get paranoia. Every time you sneeze or cough, you thought you get corona. I've read everyone in the groups just they sneeze twice and then they are afraid of getting infected by the virus. It is your mindset that allow you to get the virus. If you stay optimistic and remind yourself that it is not a crime, it is not a big problem, just sneezing, it is normal. It is normal if you cough. It is not a big crime, or you should not be treated like prisoner. Just feel free to cough or sneeze, like I want to cough now. Excuse me, I'm just joking. It is okay for me if I cough. I don't care too much to take medicine. I just try to sip the eucalyptus oil and everything is coming to normal again. So do not go in distance to worry about just a slight sneeze or cough. Will make your world become paranoia. The virus won't attack you, but your heart attack will trigger your stroke. Since every time you worry about coughing or sneezing, it is your mental state that needs to be maintained or managed, and then reverse your mindset to a positive rather than negative. How if you are kissing with your partner and then he sneezes and then you run away? It is really impolite. Or you are making love and then he coughs and then you run away naked and got caught red-handed by your children. Very shameful. Just take coughing or sneezing, do not in exaggerate way. It is normal. So do not have Google eyes when someone is sneezing. It is really impolite. Or karma will catch you up while you are making love and then your spouse is coughing. And then you jump from the bed naked. Wetting. You get worried and fear overwhelm your mind, then you rush in and out to the hospital for getting PCR or swab test. Since you are coughing or sneezing. Chances are you finally get positive with COVID, not due to virus, but you get it when you are queuing up for the test. I mean, you are queuing up for the test. And the more intensely you feel those emotions, the less likely you are to think strategically and take positive steps to fix your health problem, your careers, or the world around you. As a general rule, the less you are ruled by negative emotion, the smarter you become. So follow my guideline. If you want to be smart, not no-brainer like the moron. Since you are living in a period of fear-mongering, everyone is insulted by fear. Increase your time spent with optimistic people. This is necessary. Emotional contagion is very real. So if you are spending most of your time interacting with pessimistic people, there is high likelihood that you are going to be influenced by their pessimism. That is why you need to group with me. I will always give you positive input rather than negative input. Negative should be output, not input. This doesn't mean that you cut off all your contact with your pessimistic friends, but better to distance from such kind of group if you want to succeed in your goal. Do not tell them that I instructed you to get distant, or they will fire my house. They will put fire on my house. You will want to balance out the time you spend with the pessimist by interacting with the optimist. And yes, that means even if you are not feeling in the mood to interact with your optimistic friends, you have to do it since you are going to manifest your goal. Better to stay with the optimistic person rather than with the pessimist group. One of the most effective ways to accomplish this is to simply schedule times to talk with your optimistic friends and colleagues. I know it sounds a little hokey to schedule time to chat with optimists, but as psychologists will tell you, sometimes you have to act as if, not real. That you means you have to act as if you really want to talk with optimists and let their optimism influence you. One of the hardest things to do is feel optimistic when it seems like the economy or the world is crumbling around you and me. For me, even though the world is crumbling now, I stand still. I do not stand stuck, but I stand still. That if you want to create any positive changes from the symbolic mess around you, you need to keep your optimism high on the sky. People high in optimism expect that they are going to experience positive and favorable outcomes. But optimism is usually not a passive state. Optimists typically expect good things to happen contingent on their active participation. So optimists will actively work to generate well-being for themselves and often for their friends, colleagues, and the world around them. Cultivate positivity. While it is not your job to make everyone happy, it doesn't cost a penny to cheer up someone's day. Once a day, share positive feedback with someone. or with your friends. At work, compliment someone about his or her achievement. When crossing the post office, say hello to him who has been working hard distributing the letters and packages. Say gratitude or give a tip to a Grab or Gojek guys who have been working hard to fulfill their ends meet. Even in this pandemic time, they always be in the front row to be unsung hero to help everyone who cannot get out to get their food or shops done. Imagine, in this scary time, there are the heroes who risk their life to assist you get your daily necessities be completed. They are the unsung heroes in our society. We have to salute them, to give them reward. I'm sorry, Miss Pal. At home, praise your child for how hard they work on their mathematics homework, or tell your partner how much you appreciate them for being with you in the up and down. Even in this pandemic time, when your income is minimized, they still never complain. So praise them for that. Say, darling, I feel lucky you are still here with me. Can we carry on together until the end of time? I love you so much. You are the best of best. You are the hero of my life, sweetheart. Since every day you go out to work and then bring home money for our daily needs, you are my Superman. And there is nobody like you. You are the only love of my life. You are the love of my life. You are the love of my life. I will love you to the end of time. Making other people feel positive has lasting effects on your own life. With that, do not forget to bestow positivity on yourself. Before bed, think about what you did during the day. Even if it was a generally lackluster day, there is bound to be something you can praise yourself for, whether it was keeping your cool when a driver cuts you off, or wrapping up a project that has really been a challenge for you. I remember this morning, I swear, when a driver cut off my line. I'm sorry, I get out of control. It is normal if that happens just once a while. Since it is a shock, a surprise when he cut me off suddenly. Send a prayer of gratitude to God for blessing your day. Thank Him for everything, either good or bad, as a lesson of life. And then He will improve prove your blessing. Day after day, if you say gratitude for bad, not so bad or good. Imagine a positive future. It sounds kitschy, but writing down your ideas of an optimistic future can truly make a difference when it comes to your overall outlook. If you need a primer, here's what to do. Spend 20 minutes, an hour, consecutive days on writing down what you want to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. Feel free to dream big, even start small. Take a step every day will lead you to be a hero from zero. Unstoppable you. I used to write down. Lately, I used to write down everything that I want to channel. So I take note on scraps, even just a word or a sentence. It will later on inspire me to make a big idea. So you can start writing down, spend 20 minutes a day writing down your manifestation goal list. Show me next time when you come. I want to check it. For those who haven't done their homework, I'll send you to the hospital to experience with the patients there. For those who have done their assignment, I will give you a reward. A free ticket to watch movie. Avengers. Practice gratitude. Thinking about all things you have to be grateful for, from warm sunshine to clean water, the breeze of the wind, the whisper of the pine tree, the singing of the bird, the barking of the dog, or the crying of an infant of your neighbor can give you an instant boost of optimism. In the old days, I do not like noises, like infant crying or bird chirping while I'm concentrating. But after practicing yoga and meditation, I come to be accustomed to all the noises around me since I put a barrier block around me, and then I just go and enjoy it as the joy of heaven, so it can inspire me while I'm writing down my motivational journal. You might even decide to keep a gratitude journal in which you write down everything that makes you crack a smile during the day. If you practice making jokes or starting with humor or sit-up comedy, and then later and you can create your own video. I bet you can do it. Everything should be taken for granted, easy and breezy, and then take everything that come across your mind as an inspiration inspiration rather than annoyance. If nothing else, take a moment to stop, smile, and be grateful for the good things in your life. Smile like me. It is hard to be optimistic without feeling gratitude toward those that help you get to that happy place. While thinking about how grateful you are, sharing your gratitude with others provide added benefits. And bonus B, not plan B, but bonus B and C, depend on what characters you want to name it. I allow you to do it. You will spread a big joy and cheer when you tell others how much you appreciate them. Imagine if you tell your husband or you're happy, honey, you look macho today with your army look, or I like your tone muscle in your hands. You look so amazing. You look like Superman. He will keep laughing even in his office. Trust me. He will recall all your statements and then smile even though he has hard time. Even though his boss is scolding or belittle him. Write a letter to someone who made a positive impact on your life. Whether it is a teacher, a former boss, even your mom, your partner. If possible, deliver the letter by yourself. This is not a positive mindset for coaches. As coaches, you are lucky enough to have the skills available to make other people's lives better. You have the power to change negativity to positivity, one point at a time. Coaches must go forth into the future with the goal of making your whole world a place where good news, not bad, is the gold standard. To achieve this, you must be optimistic about your coaches for success. Without optimism, you cannot move forward. How to train yourself to have optimistic mindset? The mind functions as reservoir, and you must learn how to supply this reservoir. Optimism is an attributive style, essentially a way you attribute meaning to daily events. When evaluating a fact of life, pessimistic individuals and optimistic individuals will have opposite perspective from each other. For instance, a positive person will say, I got a rise. Optimistic person, everything always works out for me. While pessimist person will say, the world now looks gloomy and uncertain. Optimistic person, even though I have to do double job, I have time to start my own side job. Optimistic person, I lose my dear mom, my bro, but I'm sure they are still here with me, overseeing me, helping me, getting intuition. That is optimistic. Or if pessimistic person, I cannot do anything without them around me. I'll send you out to the gutter to experience the smell there. Whether you still can be pessimist or you want to be optimist. If you find yourself identifying with the pessimist view, do not be discouraged and be distracted. With mental strength and daily training, you will be able to create good in every situation. Starting with your speech, eliminate negative phrases such as I cannot, I always give up, or I am not capable of anything, I am not blessed, I am not lucky, my life is in a mess now, I am tired of trying as every time the result is the same. I am old, this job is not for me. I am old and I will live alone since nobody will be my partner. Every time I date and then I end up broken hearted. And then you deserve hell, not paradise. If you want paradise, you have to eliminate the phrase cannot. Change it with the better phrases. A better way to frame this in your mind is, today I didn't accomplish as much as I wanted to. I will make a list for tomorrow so I can complete all my tasks. I promise. Boom, 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 I get it. Boom, boom, boom. I'll kickstart at higher speed tomorrow. Hooray! I win. This is optimistic person. Additionally, try to avoid complaining at all costs. If you are working with a particularly difficult client, try to view the experience as a positive challenge rather than a negative situation. This will allow you to remain in good spirits and help the client in the most productive way possible. Another way to train your brain to be more optimistic is by recording positive events in your day. No matter how small, remember, start small and big. This is my motto. I take a step every day and then I will run a marathon tomorrow. If not, I'm not here channeling my videos to you, since I stuck in being pessimist. How can I come and inspire you to be a wonderful person? If you lower the stress level, facing a killer manager, write that down in your journal and find strategy to deal with him. Promise yourself, I will beat this killer manager in a flip of my finger. This is optimistic person. If you pass a particularly beautiful garden, stop for a moment, take a long breath, and admire the natural beauty that no human made can compare. If you have a productive conversation with your team, keep a record of the highlights. By doing this, You will train yourself to focus on the positive vibes around you and you, not me. And every day, make sure you keep an open mindset to learning about and practicing and embracing optimism. It is not easy, but with hard work and diligence, you will be able to remain optimistic in the world of your pessimism outlook. Coaching for social progress asks you to do the hard work to make a difference. You are working with clients who could gain major benefits from your services, but who may have never even heard of coaching before. You are working with non-profits that are tracking some of the hardest and most important problems of today. With optimism in your hearts and minds, you walk into the battlefield of life every day, ready to create positive change. Since you challenge yourself that I can do it, I will win it. I will conquer every coming along my way. And I will win it since I'm a winner, not a loser. I'm a Wonder Woman. I'm a Superman. Since a loser is not my style, it is my tail. With everything going on in the world right now, it is more than understandable if you are feeling an overriding sense of pessimism, despair, and gloom. I grapple with those same feelings, but I try to remind myself, stand up, be optimistic, slap my cheeks, and then, hey, Lily, today you have to start everything. You can make a channel today. Plan that every week you have to launch your video. Even though I'm sleepy, I will try to find inspiration to come out with more motivational yet funny video of my own. But while pessimism and despondency is forgivable, it is ultimately not potent. And potency, whether you are talking about your careers or society at large, is exactly what you need. That is why optimism is critical. There are myriad studies on optimism, and virtually all show that outcomes are improved when people are optimistic rather than pessimistic. You want to be the first or the second? If you want to be the first, stay here. If you choose the second, I will send you for the social worker. You need to experience how to suffer working on labor without paying. Since you deserve it, you are a pessimist person. That's why I need to train you to suffer more before I can take you out from there and train you to be an optimist person. I like to train baby boomers than adults who stay stuck in their stubbornness, headstrong, and then like to say I cannot. I'm old. I'm tired. I'm hopeless. I'm lonely. Lonely or happiness is your choice. It is in your mindset. For example, in one study of angioplasty patients, pessimists were 3 times more likely than optimists to have heart attacks or require repeat angioplasties or bypass operations. So if you want to stay healthy, stay optimistic. Optimism is associated with a wide variety of positive outcomes, including better mental and physical health, motivation, performance, and personal relationships or connections. Studies reveal that having certain mindsets like optimism can increase engagement and happiness at work even more than working for a great manager. People with high level of optimism are far more inspired to give their best effort at work, and that's going to drive career success, not failure. A different way to think about optimism is the more pessimistic you feel, the less likely you will keep fight for progress, whether that progress is in your career or in society. But when you are optimistic, you are more likely to keep advancing in your career, fighting to get your project approved, hunting to find dream job, combating tough challenge, or keeping your family safe from a pandemic, or to win your lover. You will never feel lonely since you can be brave enough to take action when your infinite right partner is right here in front of you. You will not just let the chances slip away, but you are optimistic enough to take the chance. This is mine. I will take it. I will chase her. I will woo her over since I deserve love of my life. Rather than getting old feeling lonely since you are always overwhelmed with your ego. Your ego always whisper to you, hey, do not chase, or maybe she will reject you, or she will not accept your proposal. That is a loser mindset. An optimist said, I'll try my best. Chances are I'll get her as mine, or there is lesser opportunity that I will lose it since I'm always optimistic. I can get whatever I want. I am the Superman, or I am the Wonder Woman. I get whatever I want. I am the winner. So how can you increase your optimism even when you are understandably feeling pessimism, pain and despair? Do your assignment and let me check your progress next time when you visit my channel again. For those who have successfully done their good job, I will arrange you a romantic date. for it. I'll treat you. If you are single, I'll find a wonderful woman, amazing woman for your date night. I will try to inspire and motivate that lady to be your lady love. I promise you, this is my deal. This is a deal breaker. Not a deal loser. This is a deal breaker for me. I'll pick a date out for you. Pick you out, not pick me out. I will create a dating site. The title is Pick You Out. Since you have become an optimistic person, so you are now ready to fight for the love of your life. You fight for your future, to fight for your dream, to fight for your goal, to make your manifestation come true. I'm sure an optimistic person can conquer territory after territory. They will bring back victory. Homecoming with all the victory, not lose the battle. They will lose the battle for square flat. Since you have adopted my guidance and then you embrace my motto to stay optimistic, and then you apply my principle, and then you win every battle. Square flat. Not your old way of belief. Before the battle started, you already give up. And then you lose the battle before the battle begins. How come? That is moron. That is stupidity. That is insecurity. Starting from this moment on, you have to be able to win every battle. Since you are a cute and also you embrace optimistic point of view as your guideline. Who said that you want to stay pessimistic? Next time, better not to come here. For those who stay optimistic, come back and report to me your progress. I want to see what have you done. What contribution have you brought to the society? Since nowadays all people are living in desperate mode. They need inspiration. They need motivation. And then we as people with awareness, we need to be the light beam to guide them to come out from the darkness, to fight this fear of pandemic. Remember, every storm is temporary. It is going to pass as long as we stay optimistic and then we put our trust in God's hand. Everything. He will work the course of miracles through everyone, through every means in this universe. So just be positive and stay optimistic, okay? Thank you for listening to my video, and please do not forget to come back again and again, since I'm going to create more motivational yet funny video to make you an incredible being, a majestic being, sending you lots of love and light. Lily, mwah, mwah. Ring.